What is up YouTube, JDC Games here, and today we're back with exploring Omori mysteries. Although, I don't really know if you could call it a mystery because it's technically not a mystery. It's like a bit of a secret that your average Omori player wouldn't know about, I guess. But anyway, what we're gonna do today is we are going to be, I don't know where I'm looking, but we are going to be exploring red space, which is this very secret and closed off, very hard place apparently. Well, not hard, but you have to do a lot of stuff to get into it, so we're gonna explore that today pretty much. Yeah, let's get straight into the video. So like I said, it's like this very secret place that you need to do a lot of stuff to get into. Like here's the steps, a picture of it, I guess. And yeah, there's a lot of steps to get into it. Not only that, but there seems to be like a lot of like, I guess, secrets or hidden meanings to it, I guess what you could call it. And that is exactly what I am going to talk about right here, right now. So the first part of red space that I want to talk about is the first instance that you see of it, that you see in the Sunny route. So a lot of you probably already know this part, but you know when you're right, it's right at the end of black space, right? You're at the end of black space, and then Basil gets dragged by the hands into this room, and then that's when you end up in red room, and you see like this like blood trail and everything. And you just literally see fingers lying around. I guess they're from Basil, or like I don't know. It's this whole crazy event that happens, and then you know, you see like I don't know if they're, I'm gonna call them corpses because that's what they look like, and I don't know what they really are. They're like little things of Basil. Now I don't know, but I'm pretty sure they're corpses, which is like Omori. What are you doing? He's very messed up. But anyway, we have this whole thing, and then you know, Sunny, or not Sunny, Omori stabs the Basil, and then he dies, I guess, and then he heads up the staircase, and then he, you know, sits on the throne, and he asserts dominance over Sunny or something. That I don't know, but anyway, that's the whole scene. So in this area of red space, or like this little cutscene, there's a lot of like, I guess, imagery or symbolism, and like, cause like there's a whole bunch of Basil, I guess, corpses lying around, which could be like, you know, anytime, or like anytime Basil learns too much of the truth, or like this headspace version of Basil, then Omori like, I guess maybe forces him here and then kills him so he could, you know, kill the truth with him, which is also why there's like a whole bunch of little tiny somethings around. I didn't say it before, but you know, there's like little tiny somethings around, so maybe that's like the little piece of the truth that Omori kills by also getting rid of Basil. Then we also see like Omori, or like the player loses control of Omori, and he, you know, starts walking up the stairs. And the first thing I want to point out is the fact that there's a staircase here. So, and like, you know, go back to the truth. You know, there's a staircase there, and then there's a staircase here, and also there's a whole bunch. There's Basil, and like, you know, I don't know if this like relates, but at the truth, in the truth, Basil is at the bottom of the staircase, and then here, every single time Basil's they get rid of Basil, he's also at the bottom of the staircase. So I don't know. I'm just saying they might be related. And then there's like, once he heads up the staircase, then you get the little, there's like, I don't know, there's like a sky over, like a night sky on the right side, and then like a window on the left side. And I don't really know what they could represent, but I'm guessing it might be like maybe like the circumstances of the truth, because like that like window looking thing might be like the glass door they go out to, you know, go to the tree and everything. And yeah, and then we see Sunny go up, and there's like a whole bunch of red hands, which might show like, hey, this is where the red hands started, or like where they originated, because obviously there's a whole bunch of red hands, and it's called red space too, you know, red hands and everything. And also like the hands being red could represent like Sunny, how Sunny sees his hands, right? They're like red hands because they're covered in blood because he took the life of Marie. And yeah, then we see Omori sit on the throne, and I don't know. I don't know what that means, if it means anything. He just sits on the throne, assert dominance, I guess. But anyway, I think that's about it for this area. There's not really much to it, it's just like a tiny little cutscene. But There's still a little bit, I guess. It's also available in the Hikikomori route. Like you see this whole red space area, but there's like not really much of a difference. It's still the exact same location. So there's nothing else to add. But there is other stuff in the Hikikomori route that I want to talk about. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't know if I don't know if it's only Hikikomori route, but I'm pretty sure it's in Black Space 2, which I'm pretty sure that Black Space 2 is only in Hikikomori route. I'm not really sure. I don't know if that's true, but I think that's what's true. But anyway, there's this second area of red space that's through Black Space 2, which you gotta do a whole bunch of steps that I don't have in front of me right now. So I'm gonna put a picture of it right here, and then look, there's like I don't know, it was like eight steps or something like that. I don't know. You gotta do a whole bunch of stuff, and then eventually you end up there, and it is a kind of creepy looking place, if I do say so myself. So this area is pretty much just like a whole bunch of subtle hints about the truth, which kind of makes sense because if you're like in the Hikikomori route, you don't know anything about it, and then here's like they're like boom, here's a bunch of hints, but you have no idea what it means because you're in Hikikomori route. Although I'm like, I don't really know many people that just did a Hikikomori route right away, so I guess it's just, I don't know. But anyway, it's like a whole bunch of like hints or symbols of the truth. Cause there's like the tree stumps, which is like, you know, the tree where they did the thing to Marie, and there's also like knives on the tree, which might represent like, you know, another. It might be another representation of how Sunny feels that he killed Marie, and the knives in the tree maybe represent that. I don't know. And something I noticed was that or like almost like or I don't know about almost every tree, but every time there's like a crown of basil, like one of those flower crowns he wears around one, there's some around here, right? And anytime there is one, there's always near a tree stump. Now I don't know if that's just because there's a whole bunch of tree stumps, but it's usually like almost like right next to it. So I'm thinking this might be because of Omori and Sunny's association with basil and the truth, because, you know, they kind of interconnect. Because if there was no basil, there might have not been a truth. But anyway, yeah. And then beyond this, we have I think that's all about for this area. Oh no, there's a tiny little something around this area, and honestly, I have no idea what it is. It's just exactly one of them. It's right by a tree stump, and I have no idea why it's there. It might be like, I don't know, maybe like a representation of the actual something and where it originated, but I don't really know. And then if you like go to the end of the room, like over here, and then you walk around a little bit, there's like a little ladder you could go up, and up there's like a little like something zoo, which is kind of creepy. Like they're like just a whole bunch of little somethings, and they're just kind of trapped, and they try to follow Sunny like usual. Like I guess just the something's following Sunny always, so it makes sense. But I don't. They're just a big old zoo of something, which is kind of random, but I guess it kind of makes sense because it's kind of by the tree stumps and everything, and the tree stump is where the truth was originally coming from. So I don't know if you you could come visit the something zoo or something. But anyway, yeah, there's that, and then you go back down, and then there's like a little red screen TV looking thing. I don't know what it actually is. And that also does not make any sense, because as far as I'm concerned, when the truth happened, there was the TV had like no involvement in it. So I don't know what the TV has anything to do with. Like, if you know, I guess, then tell me, because I don't know, why is the TV there? Why is there a red TV? And the final area of red space is in the Hikikomori route again. So this time though, you have to go through Sweetheart's castle, right? And then there's the little red grate that you see in the secret room, and then you just stare at it, I think, and then you get teleported into it. But there's not really much to you. I mean, all you do is you walk across, and then you come across Sunny, and he looks at you, and then he just turns around and he walks, and then you follow him, but then you just get teleported back to Sweetheart's castle. So there's not really much to here, I guess. Since they're like separate, it could show like there's like more separation between Omori and Sunny now, but that doesn't really make any sense because this is the Hikikomori route, and at this point they're probably like interconnected because, you know, if you see what happens at the end of the Hikikomori route, then you know they basically just kind of like combine, like they like do a fusion or something from Dragon Ball. But anyway, either it's, I don't think it's that. It might be like a, I guess, a reference or foreshadowing to the actual Omori versus Sunny fight, because they like in the actual fight they kind of go into like this red area, so it makes sense, right? Like it might be like a symbolism or like a reference or foreshadowing. I mean, it might not be foreshadowing because it's Hikikomori, but it might be like a reference to like, hey, this is what should have happened, but we're in a Hikikomori, so it's not gonna happen. And speaking of the other route, in the Sunny route, this you can also go in this room in the Sunny route, right? But it actually isn't red space. It's like all white area. It's like white space or something, and then instead of Sunny, it's a something. Then it's the same exact thing. It's just slightly different, but it's not red space, so we don't care. But anyway, I think that's all the little red space areas. So in conclusion, red space is a very like secret and kind of creepy place, but it also has like a whole bunch of like symbolism and like hidden meanings and stuff in it, and most of it is just like pointing towards the truth. And I think that kind of makes sense because in like, I guess in the real route, the only time you go here is like anytime you're near the truth. So I feel like red space might be the closest like Sunny and Omori can go to the truth without actually knowing the truth, because like there's so many like references and symbolism towards it. But you know, that's just my theory.
A game theory.
I was gonna say a game theory, but then like I didn't want to shout. I don't know. But anyway, that's about it. There's also the red maze, right? The red maze is like a whole different area, but I'm probably gonna save that for a whole different video because I feel like there's a lot more to red maze than just throwing it on here. So anyway, I think that's about it from me for this video. If it did, if it did look kind of darker, that's because it is currently raining outside of my house. So it's been raining like all day, and it's like I can't really do anything about it unless I could turn on the lamp. But as you can see, if I turn on the lamp, well, actually I don't know. Sometimes, because last time I did it, the last time I did it was a long time ago, and it looked kind of weird, so I decided not to do it again. But I don't know. Maybe you tell me. Does it look good? Does it not look good? I don't know. Because it's a yellow lamp, and I'm pretty sure if you want to have a good lighting, you need natural white light. But anyway, oh, I'm getting very off topic. I'm talking about stuff that isn't even about the video. So I am going to go ahead and end the video right here. So I will see you guys next week, or maybe the week after, but I'm pretty sure next week.